to meet you everyone. Welcome to the air transfer to Safari World. And today, so please don't lose this map. You can get the new one, but new one no details. Okay, if you like new one, please tell me. Okay, here is Safari Park. Please enjoy with the animals. Batman, Yamala Dosto from Africa, the bird cannot fly. Okay, bye bye Buffalo, bye bye Emo. Next is the Marine Park, right? Next Marine Park.
जा रहे हैं
สำหรับช่วงนี้ท่านใดที่มาพยายามเดินทางเข้ามาจัดการที่ก็ได้ตาม
Please welcome the VP, Mr. Moro and his bodyguard. และเขาพร้อมมากว่าที่ต้อนรับเพื่อนสนิทเราตามโชว์เอาละครับสิ่งที่เช็คคอนโทรลและตามนี้ก็
special promotion for everyone. This picture is for sale. Just only one. We start at 11:45 a.m. And if you never visit your
I can everything one more, but you do not satisfy. Let's go! Come on in! We can go it out! My bad! Here we go, my friend. What you don't have for me today, I'll be fit for my dinner. And you come back to it. I give you.
เ เคอ่ะมองเห็นไหมลูกว้าวโอ้โหมองเห็นให้เชิญเราคุณรับตัวเอง and please stand up wow ladies and gentlemen keep it high Shooting yeah oh my god get to right to window one more cheer Start! Yeah! Wow! Oh my god! Come on! Oh! Quickly! Yes! Okay. Standing by podium. Okay, hold up show! Yeah! Thank you so much! Ladies and gentlemen, the next action. Smile, jump, and touch the ball. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Jumping and touching. Bravo, excellent. Please give me your hand.
Hello, Johnny. Oh my God. Oh, hello again. Hello, Johnny. What? What's that? Shadow. Come on up. Hey, come on, man, friend. Hey, you go help me go. Yes. Losing. Let's go the battle. Come on, we go. Goodbye, you go. โอ้วิ่งก็เร็วเร็วนี่ยี่สิบบาทเฮ้ย no don't die Hey, you can't go! No! No!
I miss you mostly all the time. I think I made a big mistake to let you go, 'cause I'm getting lonely by the day. Days are passing faster ever since you've gone away. mostly all the time. So many things have changed around since you have changed your mind. Wondering who you're with today.